So we also had to put in some new TPMS sensors, and now we just need to program.
We decided to change out the TPMS sensors when we changed out the wheels and tires, only because the truck's got a couple years on it, and those things have a battery life on them, right? So we didn't want the batteries to die in a couple of years, and then you got to go break the tires apart again. It's just easier to do everything now while it's all taken apart. So the whole thing about the TPMS sensors is life just got a lot easier, and a lot of time got saved with this system from Bartec.
Yeah, if you've got a shop, this is the answer for you. What it comes down to is you've got one sensor that will work for over 99% of the vehicles on the road. So you get one right sensor, could replace thousands literally sitting on the shelf. Having one for each make and model saves you a lot of money and saves you a lot of space in terms of inventory. The thing is you put these sensors in, and then you go ahead and program it with the TC600.
So that is linked to the VCI, which is plugged into the OBD2 port in the truck, right? That's the little communicator between all of the information in the truck and this. They hook up together. They just automatically, they kind of read each other. Well, that hooks up automatically, and then you select the vehicle, and all of the parameters are just fed right to here. So when it comes down to making the choice for whatever part, you're not going to mess anything up,
Right. Well, you could have the user error, right? So like you put it as a 2020, it's a 2024, right? Well, the parameters are going to change for that, or could possibly, and so now you've got the wrong information you're working with. This fixes all that because it takes all the information directly out of the truck, removes the end user, it makes it that much more accurate.
And it's easy to learn the system and just follow the instructions. And then once you're done with that, it's as simple as going around to each individual tire, and it even tells you the order.
Yeah, like I went ahead and just did the left front. It tells you to go ahead and you basically take this unit, put it right next to the valve stem, and it will read it, and it does so in seconds. So it told us that it's got 67 pounds of air pressure, the battery's okay, and the status is check, and then it tells us to go to each of the other ones and do the same thing.
This used to be a little bit of a time-consuming process to get all this done. They cut that time in half. They made it a lot easier, as you said, with less parts to even think about, and that cuts down on any kind of user error that there might be as well. So the cool thing is this will learn the system. You can set your parameters for your warnings and your alerts and all this, that, the other. And a good baseline to use is just what the manufacturer recommends. Now, we've got different tires on here now, but the stock tires called for 60 PSI in the front, 70 in the rear. Well, that's kind of a good baseline to use.
Right, and it might adjust if you're doing a lot of towing, or so you might want to be higher in those pressures. But what you can do is they give you, think of all the little things too. I mean, they got little stickers right here that you can put below the manufacturer sticker and say what you've got it programmed to. So if they were to take it somewhere, at least they know what parameters they're working with.
Yep. Took a complicated thing and made it a whole lot easier. Now, we got to finish up the rest of the tires, and we need to go to break. But when we come back, there's more to do on this truck.